Hi, this is 1010 the Navigator, and I am reading the Anunnaki Final Warning to Earth and Their Return in 2022, the fifth edition by Maximilien de Lafayette. And we are on page 187, part 2, Russian Underwater Bases. Questions by author Angelique Daudnikova, based upon her interviews with Maximilien de Lafayette and excerpts taken from one of her forthcoming books, Dialogues with the Last of the Anunnaki Ulema Masters Living Among Us. Question: Is it true that a massive Russian underwater base exists 1 mile deep in the Marianas Trench in the Pacific Ocean? If so, what activities, research, experiments are going on there? Do the Chinese have one too? Answer: Yes, it is true. The Russians have a massive underwater base that was created in 1969 to study an extraterrestrial underwater navigation system called aquatic plasma corridors. This corridor is undetectable by satellite, sonar, or any other underwater detection system. Not all branches of the Russian Navy were aware of the existence of this base. During one of their naval maneuvers just outside the perimeter of this Russian underwater base, 6 frogmen from one of the Russian submarines encountered 3 alien frogmen in metallic suits underneath a massive metallic object. Both the Russian and alien frogmen were roughly at a depth of 100 to 120 feet. The alien frogmen were wearing what appeared underwater to be metallic suits of indeterminable and interchanging colors that morphed from a silvery white to a bluish to gray. One of the Russian frogmen stated that when he tried to approach these 3, he was blocked by what seemed to be an invisible underwater force field created by the alien frogmen as a protection shield. The Russian frogman's oxygen tank started to fail, and he quickly lost consciousness and started sinking, but was saved by one of his fellow divers. After being rescued, he described the alien frogmen as being 8 to 11 feet tall, as he saw them underwater, and none of them had any visible oxygen tanks, breathing apparatuses to attach to them. In the secret debriefing that followed, the Russian diver, who saved his fellow frogmen, said that when he too tried to approach this massive foreign submerged object, he encountered what felt like a solid transparent wall surrounding the object. He later described it as an oval glass box surrounding this mysterious submerged object, which also shielded it from contact with the ocean's water. After the fall of the Berlin Wall and ensuing collapse of the Soviet Empire, rumors started circulating within the military and scientific community that this bizarre event was in fact a joint Russian extraterrestrial operation designed to explore the effects of the underwater plasma corridor on its environment in the ocean and on humans, as well as their physiological and psychosomatic reaction to encountering the corridor and seeing the alien frogmen and the ship itself. 2 decades later, in Lake Baikal, other Russian Navy frogmen encountered similar 9-foot silver swimmers who also had no visible breathing apparatus. While these encounters are largely unknown to the general public, military scientists with top clearance are well aware of them and have worked on similar projects in different underwater bases, such as the one known to us as AUTEC, Altec, which is located off Andros Island in the Bahamas. These massive underwater military bases, whether they be Russian or American or Chinese, look from the surface to be rectangular, traditional compound structures. However, upon entering them underwater, they expand in all directions and are extremely extensive, and all of them are joint human-alien operations. Starting from the second underwater level, compartments are divided into large operation rooms, separated by elaborate long corridors curving at 90 degrees every 100 feet or so, with doors that can drop down from the ceiling to seal off segments in the event of radiation leakage or any matter related to internal security. One of these interesting characteristics of these doors in the corridors is the circular porthole-like windows within what is whitish metal of extraterrestrial origin. None of these metal alloys are possible here due to Earth's gravity, and such have to be done in orbit aboard the space shuttle. Interestingly enough, this technology has been shared by American, Russian, and Israeli military scientists. At one time, British and French scientists complained of being left out of the loop, to which the Americans responded very candidly, "Well, we don't trust Europeans, especially the French." To which the French retorted that they would withhold all information garnered from the Cassini-Huygens mission to Saturn. An American 3-star general was quick to respond by saying, "This is not the first time you Europeans have withheld information from us. Remember the Belgian incident, Aurora? The mode of transportation down to the underwater base and within the base is also fascinating. From the surface, one enters a craft that looks like a silvery metallic spinning top, approximately 8 feet in diameter, that can comfortably accommodate 4 passengers and corkscrews its way downwards centrifugally around a rod using a form of magnetic propulsion for what seems to be only a few seconds down to an unknown depth." With a cheeky smile, M.D. Lafayette added that he did not think the Chinese yet had this technology. From the second underwater level on down, the spinning mobile satellite, SMS, travels horizontally and reaches its final destination at an undisclosed level of the base at which it again dives into water. It is at that level destination that you will find the habitat and work center of the Greys. Only the highest level personnel with top clearance can go there. Not even President Barack Obama or Vice President Joe Biden or any member of Congress, Senate are allowed to access these level facilities. This clearance status was decided upon jointly by NSA, the CIA, and the United States Air Force, the DoD, and NASA. Even the FBI has been excluded from this exclusive little club. Maximilien de Lafayette personally told me that in his opinion, this is perfectly appropriate since politicians come and go, whilst the military are sworn to secrecy. The leverage or the average career of the top military brass are 30 years or more, and they take their secrets with them to their grave. M.D. Lafayette then went on to give the example of Jesse, the Body Ventura, former WWF wrestler, and one-time governor of Minnesota, who kept all the secrets sealed from the public while in office, yet is now spilling the beans on his own conspiracy show on television. Worth mentioning here also is the fact that Lafayette loves Ventura, but where General Jesse Ventura, he would have kept his mouth shut. When I asked M. de Lafayette whether he thought the people had a right to know all these things, including the joint human-alien ventures, he replied by saying, absolutely not. At the present time, so as to not shatter the fabric of our society and cause complete chaos and total anarchy, this information should be withheld and only gradually released to the public as set forth in the U.S. extraterrestrial protocol, because humans have to be mentally prepared in order to meet the extraterrestrial. And this concludes our reading from page 187 to 191.